Swearing is so hard for me, but sometimes those smelly little words bubble up through my lips like a fart from my heart. And I mean, I love swearing privately, but up here on stage, I'm already feeling embarrassed for the shit that's gonna come out of my mouth. And I'm going to use profanity because I have to. It's a lot like making a documentary on pornography. You can't really tell the story without using the pictures. So if you're sensitive, don't listen. These might offend you. So let's start with some stats. Men and women, we swear the same. My mom actually swore a lot more than my dad. And the middle class, they swear the least. And the rich and the poor, the most. Canadians, way more than Americans. But if you want to insult somebody, Greek is your best bet. And the Russians, they have like 200 swear words, more than double what we have. And they have like half as many love words. So, Boulder, in our little bubble, I want you all to tell me, what's your favorite swear word? Say it loud, say it proud. I want to hear it. Come on. Woo-hoo. So, something just happened in your brain. Like, do you know what just happened in your brain? Probably not. So, when we hear a word like fuck, it's actually using an entirely different area inside our heads. It's called the amygdala, and it's where our emotions come from. It's not where other words are stored. It's a special place for very special words. And when we hear a curse word, our body changes. Our blood pressure rises and our heartbeat quickens. A single word has the power to trigger a chemical response that physically makes us feel a different way. And did you know that swearing reduces pain? Like when you hit your thumb or put a nail through it like my brother here, swear loudly, curse, and you will feel better, I promise. Because curse words are different than other words. And everybody swears, but somehow they still make us feel guilty and self-conscious. And I know it's considered bad and vulgar, but when I do it, I feel honest, I feel good. So let's do an experiment. Whatever you do not think of this apple. Based on research, just hearing that word, it brings it into your mind. And curse words do something similar. They cause an involuntary reaction to the listener and they become uncomfortable. So did you know that only 2 words account for half of all profanity in English? Of all the words in English, I think fuck is the most interesting. And so many words start in F, but the F-bomb, it's the only word called the F word. And it describes so many different things, like pain and pleasure and anger and love. It's even the name of this small town in Austria. So I want to tell you a story about my friends that went to Baffin Island. They were there for 23 days, trapped in a portaledge on a cliff. They ran out of things to say. Single word sentences a couple weeks into it. Real primitive language. It gets sunny. They finally step out on the rock. First thing that happens, piece of gear gets stuck in the rock. One guy yells down to the other, "Fuck, this fucker is fucking fucked." No other word could do that. It was beautiful. And what else could you say at that moment? So, I broke my back 11 years ago and I was told that I'd be paralyzed for life. My doctors, they calmly said I'd never walk again. So, what was I supposed to say? Was I supposed to thank them and quietly question, are you guys right? Are you really? Or was I gonna say bullshit and then prove everybody wrong? Like, when I just said those words, my body chemistry changed, my mind changed, and I fucking walked again. Normal words, they don't do that. So I swear because I want you to know exactly how I feel, and sometimes swearing is the only way to effectively communicate my feelings. The second most common swear word, guess what it is? Shit. It literally means poop, crap, feces. But figuratively, it has so many more meanings. Shit, it's like the tofu of cursing. It can be molded into anything, whatever the situation calls for. And I think most swear words are like this. And I say, let's use these unique, flexible words more often. It will identify the quality of your character. Just please make sure to do it respectfully. And then say it loudly, say it proudly, and get in touch with your inner amygdala. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna say shit a lot more often. I'm gonna express myself. And if you say I'm a dreamer, I'm not the only one. And I hope someday you will join me and the world will live as fucking one.